swear I just miss y'all, and I'm still around. I just want everybody. I want to check in, see how everybody's doing. But to let you know that I am just now starting to watch videos again. I have been so excited and pumped up about this campaign that there's really no time to do anything else but this campaign stuff. So that's where I am. I'm not out of the game. I still want to hear what's going on. I'm still trying to get to videos. Um and I know I have not responded to you all as you are commenting on the past few videos that I posted, but I promise you, because I typically do that. Y'all know my typical behavior is to be in your live streams, to comment on your videos, and to give shout outs. Y'all know that's what I do. Okay. So if something, people still have to live and do things, and everybody does. And I have been putting a lot of time into YouTube and the community. But right now it's family time. It's all about what I need to do to support my husband and just living. And I just want to share this because now these sugar snap peas, y'all know that's one of the fall gardening crops that I'm planting, and they are starting to come up. I'm excited about that. I'm growing most of them in containers, so I'm going to see how this goes because I've never grown sugar snap pea, any pea in a container. So I'm going to see how that goes. But these I bought from the store because my crop in the spring did not make it. It I think I got one or two sugar snap peas off of there, and they were infested with aphids. Um, and I got so overwhelmed with those aphids. I tried for a few weeks to get them off of there and to keep them afloat, but yeah, they just overtook them after a while, and so I gave up and just let them go. But this fall, I'm taking another shot, and I really want to be very, very, very intentional about growing these sugar snap peas because they are delicious. These are from the store, like I said, but they are so good raw. I usually have them like sauteed or like in a stir fry, or all the Chinese restaurants, if you eat there, have them in their food. But so they've always been cooked, but raw sugar snap peas are delicious. They are so sweet. I mean, that's sugar snap, right? And they literally, I couldn't get enough. And they're crunchy. Listen. Hey, Angela's Busy Bee Gardening Homestead. Hey, listen to that. You hear how crunchy they are? I'm gonna grab them. Hey, Dee Dee, what's up? Look, I'm eating these sugar snap peas, y'all. I didn't think I would like them raw. I've always had them cooked. But listen, I'm gonna do it one more time and I'm gonna stop eating, okay? Crunchy. Oh my god. And it's so sweet. Oh my gosh. I love sugar snap. I can just eat them all day long. Yeah. Yeah, DD, you need to try them raw. They are delicious raw. Oh my god. Because sometimes people overcook the peas and overcook food, period. Food, oops, I just spit. Sorry, y'all. You're not supposed to cook vegetables till they're like mush. I mean, I don't know. I was having a conversation with some people about that and how all the experts, the nutritionists, and stuff say, if you boil your vegetables too long, you're actually cooking the nutrition out of your food and all this other stuff. And that's one of the reasons why I was doing all the taste tests at the beginning of the season. I was growing a lot of stuff like Paris Cos lettuce, stuff that I've never eaten before, never grown before. Pak choy, sugar snap peas, little marvel peas, things like that. Like I was just growing stuff and trying them, the black nebula carrots, trying them raw first before I cook them, because when we cook them, we add salt, we add this sauce, we add that sauce, we add butter, we add, all this other stuff. So I tried okra raw. Okay. I do have a playlist of all my test tasting videos if you all haven't checked those out. But I wanted to try certain things raw to understand, to train my palate a little bit more to like raw veggies too. And then to really taste the vegetable, what it's supposed to taste like before we add all fat bat and bacon and whatever else we put in our food, okay, to season. Matter of fact, I don't like my greens cooked to death. I will eat them because I grew up eating greens all kinds of ways, but I prefer my greens to be not crunchy, but it's like right in, I tender, but not so boiled down that it looks like mush on my plate. I want to see the leaf, the presentation of the leaf in the stem, a little bit of the stem. I like the stem. But anyway, I'll get off that. Sugar snap peas are delicious raw. Let me see what y'all saying. I know it's been a minute since I have been on. Today's Thursday, and I was almost certain that I was going to be able to go live tonight, but I may not be able to. And so that's why I come on real quick before I go get little big girl farmer from her granny. So it gave me some time to get some work done while I'm home. Hey, Diva, what's up? I firmly believe people don't know what anything tastes like unless they taste it raw. And I believe you are correct. Yes, Angela said, I'm glad you're talking about sugar snap. I just planted them for the first time. Yay! That is awesome. Yes. Try them raw first. Go to the store and buy them. Of course, all store-bought produce is going to taste different, but these are store-bought. But actually, I know if I really enjoy these, that I'm going to enjoy the ones I grow in my garden. And when you buy the peas in the store, I just want to point this out. This wasn't a sugar snap pea video, but anyway, I just wanted y'all to know that I'm alive and I'm thinking about y'all, and I'm doing well, and I hope y'all were doing well. But when you buy them from the store, sometimes they'll still have the flour tip on the end. Just pinch it off. You can't even taste it. Pop that sucker in your mouth and eat it anyway, okay? Sometimes they'll be a little banged up, so you'll see little scars on them. But that's just from processing, picking them. When people pick these, they get, they get beat up a little bit. The same thing when there go my phone. It never stopped. It never stopped. But sometimes people bang up their own food. When you're harvesting, your nail scratches across it and stuff like that. So that's all that is. Don't be aware, or don't be afraid of that. But look at you want to look at the expiration date on them and stuff. See, that one's it looks a little weird, but I'm still gonna eat it. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. You can see the peas inside. Again, sugar snap peas. Maybe I should change the daggone title of this video, but or this live stream. The sugar snap pea has peas inside. They really do. I don't know if you can't really see. If you hold it up to the light, you can see them pretty well. The pod and the pea are edible. So with sugar snap peas, you do not have to shell these. And by shell, people literally, these are snap peas. You hear that pop? Okay, I don't know if you can hear that, but that's why they're called sugar snap peas, because when you snap them, they make that noise. Okay, and any snap pea, you can pretty much eat the pod. You can eat the pod and the pea. Sorry, I had to eat that. I know it's rude to talk on my mouthful. But inside you had the peas. When you shell, you literally just peel off the pod. This is the pod. These are the peas. Okay. So the little marvel peas are shelling peas. I had kept hearing from different sources that little marvel peas, you could eat the pod. I went straight to the bathroom after trying 2 or 3 of those, and they didn't taste good. I'm just letting y'all know, they did not taste good. The pods did not taste good on little marvel peas. The peas inside the pod, however, are really, really, really sweet. Little big girl farmer, will take a bag of sugar snap peas over a fudge pudding any day. Okay, or chocolate pudding. Um, because they're sweet. She can taste that. And she loves sweets just like her mama. Okay, but she can taste how sweet they are, and she will eat these. She'll walk around the house with this whole bag eating sugar snap peas. Matter of fact, I had a fight of the other day because she wanted to keep eating them, and I was like, "Girl, you going number one, your belly gonna hurt. Number two, I don't know, but she ate so many, right? Your belly gonna hurt." And I'm mad because when I get ready to get my mouth fixed for some sugar snap peas and ain't none there, I'm gonna be mad because you didn't ate up all the peas. I ain't got time for that. Okay. So again, try them. Just try them raw and see what you think. Um, Dee Dee said, "Are they in the nightshade family?" Peas? No, I don't think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. If anybody else is in the house that can answer that, but no, peas are not in the nightshade family. I don't think so. Garden is the angel. Oh, you know that's tomato. Okay, good. Okay, Diva said no. That's the yeah. The nightshades. I can imagine. I knew tomatoes, eggplant. What is that? I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really see. Oh my god, y'all! These zinnias out in my yard are beautiful. They just keep coming back over and over. The marigolds are doing the same. The weather is crazy. It's up and down, but it's starting to, the nights are really, really, really cool, like 60 degrees here. And so everything is coming to life at nighttime. When the sun comes down, though, again, they take a little beating. But during the night, I believe that every time I look out here, there are just more blooms, and it's so gorgeous. I mean, they're just popping out during the nighttime, and then I get to see them in the morning. It's pretty dope. um let's see. Yeah, peas are in the legume family, I think that's how you say it. So with your beans and all that kind of thing, lentils. um They are also nitrogen fixers. Yes. So with peas, you don't need a whole lot of fertilizer if you choose to fertilize, that's high in nitrogen, because they fix nitrogen in the soil. You want to plant them next to other things that are not nitrogen fixers, because then that could be like an overload for all your plants, is my understanding. And so, but I tend to plant my peas by themselves anyway. But you want to, if you choose to fertilize, you don't want to give them a whole lot of nitrogen. So that NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, you want that N number, that nitrogen number, to be lower. Okay. So that's my understanding as well. And so my first time growing peas was in the spring. I'm taking another shot at it this fall. So hey Melanie, hey, how you doing? And where you buy barefoot? Where you buy those peas? Because yours died. I most of my seeds came from either the Dollar Tree or inmygardener.com or Callie Kim, homeandgarden.com, or Garden and Home, however that is said. And I'm not knocking, don't knock Dollar Tree seeds though, because they actually, I have a lot of other plants that did really, really well. And then the peas grew, they grew, but they were infested with aphids. And that was a huge part of it. Remember, aphids is a pest, okay, that sucks the life basically out of your plants. They feed on the juices of your plants, okay? Or I'm not a technical person, but that's basically what it is, okay? So they suck the life out of your plants over time, and there are all kinds of them. Like, oh my gosh. And if you see a lot of ants, then you are probably about to, or you do have an aphid problem somewhere, okay, close by, if not right on that plant. So look underneath, and they usually are on the stems of the plants. I mean, I showed y'all a couple of videos ago, where I had yellow aphids, and I've never had those in my garden. I've always had the green ones in my garden, but the yellow ones were on my zinnias over here, like thick. And I haven't touched those zinnias. I didn't spray them off. I didn't do nothing. Typically, to get rid of aphids, all you have to do, if people say, is spray them. They just hit the ground. and I guess they drown in the water. I don't know that you're spraying, but just get a nozzle that's pretty um, forceful. The water comes out pretty hard, and just spray those suckers off. Neem oil. I just did not find that neem oil worked. Maybe I just didn't apply it as often as I should have. Like maybe I should have done it every day or something. I don't know. But neem oil didn't work for me. Soap and water at the end of the day kills almost everything. But again, when the temperatures are hot, above 80, 85 degrees, you have to watch what you spray on your plants, period. Okay, because you can burn up everything spraying stuff, especially during the heat of the day. So you always want to spray late in the evening or early, like right before the sun rises or starting to rise. Okay, to give your plants time to dry. Okay, before that sun comes down on them. Let's see. Yeah, aphids are pretty. Yeah, they love peas. Aphids love nitrogen fixing plants anyway. Period. So yeah, you're always gonna. Now, I did hear that nasturtiums, the flowers, they're edible. Number one, nasturtiums are edible, but nasturtiums were supposed to also attract aphids to them, kind of like being a little, yeah, a trap. And I did not see any aphids on those nasturtiums. I don't recall seeing any aphids on the nasturtiums. I did, however, they were all over my kale, my dinosaur kale, and they were all over those peas. And then the lettuce came next. I felt like they didn't bother my lettuce as long or as quickly. But they definitely hit them peas hard. They were everywhere, and they reproduce really fast. The aphids are farmed by ants. Ants basically protect those suckers because they get to eat their poop. Yep, aphids let out this secretion, and the ants eat it. Um, the poop basically. But yeah, so that's why I say if you see ants all over your plants, like right now, my asparagus beans. You see those? See my beans? I harvested these like 2 days ago, and I just haven't blanched them yet because I was waiting on another load before I pull out my pot and try to blanch and freeze. But there were I mean not aphids, but ants crawling all over, and they love this section of the bean. I mean they'll crawl up and down, but that section at the bean, that's where the flower bud was. See that's the flower right there, and then the bean comes out just like a pea. It flowers, and then the bean comes out of the flower. Okay, and or the pea, whatever. Um, but you look around on the leaves, you'll see the aphids. Yeah, you'll see the aphids. There, I didn't see aphids directly on the bean. They may have accepted that flower part, and they were black. The aphids were black on those. So it's interesting. It's interesting. Four horns. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. Let's see. So the pods are sweet too. Sugar snap pea pods are sweet. If that's what you're talking about, I'm sorry, I'm just now getting to you. Sugar snap peas pods are sweet. The peas are sweet, and they're both edible. The little marvel peas, I personally did not desire to eat those again. I just popped like two or three in my mouth. And I think I actually did a video on it with Little Big Girl Farmer, and I ate another one in the video. But the pods on sugar snap peas are edible. The peas are edible. Little Marvel peas, anything that doesn't say snap pea, you probably shouldn't eat the pod. Snow peas, though, are edible. The pods are edible. The peas don't get as big as sugar snap. Snow peas are edible. The pods are edible. That's what you typically see in a lot of the Chinese food. Those flat pea pods, those are snow peas. So yeah, you should definitely try the sugar snap pea. The pods are sweet. The peas are sweet. Yes, they are delicious. Um Four Horns says she doesn't know the difference. What are you talking about? Let's see. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Four Horns. I'm sorry. Um. Hey, backyard gardener. Nice to see you. Zoe's in the house. Hey, hey. I don't have a sugar snap pea seed packet on me. Nope, but it will say sugar snap pea on it. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't have a seed pot. I don't have my seeds near me. Um, did I say hi, Melanie? Hey, Sasette. How you doing? Afternoon. Let's see. You buy Dollar Tree seeds all the time? Good. Yeah. Yeah, I do too. I mean, why not? 99 cents a pack. And then now they're 10 cents a pack. Okay. So around September, October, November, December, y'all start looking for those sales if you haven't already. The clearance racks are full of stuff. Okay. And they're going fast. But they are definitely loading up the clearance racks, even in the dollar stores and stuff like that with gardening stuff. Um Zoe just got off work. Cool. My work never ends. So it's cool to feel like you can get off and go home and mind your business because this is where I work at home doing two and three different things. But that's cool. I enjoy it because it's a lot of flexibility. And I get to do what I want to do. Okay. Yep. Yep. Let's see. Diva says, well, they are so soft body, the pressure kills them. Oh, okay. The aphids. Because I hear that everybody, Gary from the Rest Garden is one of those people that just like, he's pretty boom, boom, boom. I mean, he just gets to the point, very direct about stuff, and it doesn't take him long to explain it, and he does a great job explaining. But that's he's like spray them suckers off real with a real powerful hose, and just and they'll die. I've sprayed them before with the water hose, but I didn't have an attachment, and they just fall and then crawl back up. So that wasn't hard. It's not hard enough sometimes. The water hose, even if you just put your thumb in the hose and try to spray it, sometimes it's not hard enough. So I would recommend getting an attachment, and then spraying those suckers. Um, okay, Diva. Yes, Sasette, ants love beans and peas. Yes, they do. Ants also love sweet potatoes. Anything in containers, they love to attack them. That's why I tried to not put so many containers on the ground, but put them on top of something. So I'm hoping that the ants didn't get to my sweet potatoes in those tubs, and they're really propped up on something, y'all. And I did see. I can't wait, and I'm not harvesting till October. But I cannot wait. I did see sweet potato poking out the top of one of my reusable plastic bags. I can't wait. I can't wait to harvest. I almost did, but sometimes you just gotta wait. You just have to wait before you mess stuff up. Okay. Midwest Gardener, he is typically on it in everything that he does, almost everything, but he'll let you know when he jacks up. Okay. But he just harvested his first round of sweet potatoes, and he said the same thing. Beauregard's, Beauregard sweet potatoes, and I think those are the ones that you typically get in the store. But he said he wished he would have waited 2 or 3 more weeks to do that. So I think I'm right on it. Mid October, I'll probably harvest my sweet potatoes. Let's see. From Zero to Homestead, hola, how are you? Oh no, he said aloha. And then did I see that? Morning Glory's here? Hola, Morning Glory. Hi. Good to see you. Um, Dee Dee said, "Are you going to cook your sweet potato leaves? They great for getting your iron in." Nope, I'm not. I did her. I know. I understand that sweet potato. Y'all, I just want to eat, and I know I shouldn't. Those sugar snap peas are delicious. Sweet potato leaves are edible. Yes, but no, I'm not doing that. Nope, not this year. I just don't. I just don't feel like eating sweet potato leaves. I probably should because people are like, you grow it, you should eat everything you grow. I understand that. I'm just not doing it this year. I'm not gonna do it. Not for me. Not for me this year. I just don't want to try them. But yes, they are edible though. Sweet potato leaves are edible. And you want the ones that look good, like the new growth. You don't want to eat brown leaves, right? You don't want to sell that stuff either. Okay. Stuff that looks bad, you probably shouldn't eat it. Unless it's a tomato, because we kind of established that sometimes you can get away with it with tomatoes. Just cut off the bad part. But leaves, you want your lettuces and things to be pretty when you're selling or when you're feeding your family. You want that good stuff. Leave that old holy brown stuff to the bugs. Yeah, morning glory. Good to see you. And I promised I will get to y'all's videos. I have not had. I think yesterday was the first time that I was able to get on YouTube, and literally sit down and listen to some people's videos and comment. So I promise y'all I have not forgotten about y'all, and I love y'all. I swear I do. I do. I do. I really, really do. Um, and if y'all have not checked out Morning Glory Gloria's channel, shame on you. You need to go on and check that out. Okay, she has the cutest little family, and your oldest daughter. I don't know if you have more than one. I can't remember, but she is a trip. I swear, I would love to just meet her and hang out with her, like for a little bit. But she is so cute. Yes. Oh yeah, get on that. I want to see a video. Yeah, but I'm trying to slowly work my way through getting to everybody's videos. Again, I usually go live on Thursday evenings, but I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it this evening. So I just thought I'd pop in, and I'm not going to be on here much longer, maybe 3 more minutes. 14 people in the house for real. Hey y'all. Oh, that's so exciting. Oh my goodness. Granny B, hi sweetheart, how are you? No, you have not ever been on my live. Thank you for coming by. I just thought I would pop in. I've just been so crazy and excited and pumped up about all the stuff that's going on in my family's life, and so I've just been doing that for a while. I've been trying to post, but I haven't been as consistent as I typically am, and haven't been watching people's videos or commenting. And y'all been commenting on my stuff, but I haven't commented back. So I just want everybody to know that I still love you, and I see that you're commenting. I just have no time to do anything except today to get on YouTube. My husband is campaigning. Most of you all know that he was appointed as the school board member for our public education system. But in order to keep that seat, he has to win the election November 5th. So I'm literally like pretty much the campaign manager. So I'm making sure that we get stuff done. So all day, every day, that's all I'm doing right now is campaigning and helping him get his stuff together. Along with our team, we have an amazing team. So I wanted y'all to know that I'm still here and I still love y'all. And I see that y'all are working it because people are putting out videos. I mean, everybody. Um, let's see. Thank you, Miss Angela, for saying that. Angela's Bisbee's Garden and said, telling everybody to hit that like button. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, sunflowers. I did see that aphids do like the sunflowers too. Um, yeah, Zoe, you been hitting those clearing shelves? Yeah, girl. Me too. But look, I was like, I have to practice. I mean, an opportunity to practice self control has presented itself in this season. Okay. Because in the beginning, I was like, whatever I find, up until the spring, I was like, I'm buying it. Right now, it's like, I can't do that right now. And it has been a challenge because I be seeing all kind of cute stuff that I want to buy for the garden, and I just can't do it right now. And it has been, but I was like, you know what, I'm about to do one thing for myself, and literally it's just for me. I'm about to do that because that's important too. Self-care is important. Ooh, I've been talking about self-care all day. It's like my ears are burning and then my hands are itching. So like, back in the day they used to tell you if your ears are burning, people talk about you. If your hand is itching, then that means you're gonna get some money soon. Then I seen a cardinal bird or two or three in my yard. I was like, oh, I'm about to get some visitors. So I'm like, okay, Lord, whatever it is that you have for me, okay, whatever it is, I'm ready. I'm ready to receive it. Woo! Yes, 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 yes. Let's see. Miss Full Rollers in the house. What's up? Yes, I heard that too, Miss Fuller, that aphids, number one, are attracted to nitrogen fixing plants. But if there is an overload of nitrogen, yes, they tend to be attracted to that place. And I could get that. So if I had, 20, 30 pea plants in one little spot, yeah, the soil is definitely getting a lot of nitrogen fixed in it. So I could totally see how that would mean that all the aphids are, attracted to those. I didn't have any aphids on my strawberries this year. That was just me. That my experience, but I didn't have a whole lot of, I probably had 6 strawberry plants, 3 in each hanging basket. But my peas, yeah, they completely devastated that. And I had definitely more plants. And you can plant peas closer together than you can typically with other plants. But yeah, definitely had tons of ants on those peas. I was feeding with cottonseed and alfalfa meal, but then went back to adding rock phosphate and lime to the mix. The aphids disappeared. Yeah, so you kept balance that NPK out. Yep, good. I think compost is quite high in nitrogen. Compost high in nitrogen. I think it depends because it's supposed to be pretty balanced because you're adding greens and browns. I add more browns than I do greens, and I'm trying to get better at that because yeah, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure if compost is higher because I don't have aphids on my compost. I don't have the worst has been flies. But that's because my container is open. It's not a closed container. Um, but other than that, I have not had maggot issues that I could tell. No pest knocking over my trash can. Nothing inside of the trash. I mean, there was a squirrel one time, but I mean, because everything, when I put food scraps from the house, I cover with soil or I cover with coffee grounds. And really, I have been using a lot of coffee grounds as the browns. When I layer eggshells and food scraps from the house, I put coffee grounds over that. And so the coffee grounds are definitely masking the smell of the compost or the breaking down process. I'm trying to think of a word and I can't get it. Um, the rotting, okay, it's masking the smell of that, and so I haven't had any issues with that. But I'm not sure about compost being higher in nitrogen. I'm not sure. Barefoot is rolling deep on superstition lane. Yep. Yep, pretty much. Yeah. You grew up hearing all this stuff, right? Granny B knows what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, self-care, everyone got to take care of yourself. Yes, you do. And sometimes that means that you do have to disappear off the face of the planet. It feels like, okay, when people don't see you as much as they normally do, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Okay. And it's great to hear. Like, I am very grateful to hear that people have been asking about me and where I am. That is so cool, like, to me. And I do not take anybody, you don't take the fact that we can be here one day and gone tomorrow is a reality. And so I don't take it for granted at all that I get to see your faces and I get to see you pop up here on the live stream. Like, that is so cool. It's good to hear that people are alive and well. okay, and that you still are doing well. So when I see people post videos and I get to see your faces and your family, that's amazing. Yeah, that is pretty awesome, because I know that you're at least alive, okay, and that you are in somewhat good health, because you've got the strength to do a video and let us know how you're doing, how your garden's doing. So that's amazing. But thank you to everybody that's asked or been wondering where I am. I really appreciate that. Very grateful. What do you use to control aphids? Are you asking me or somebody else? I just lost it just like that. Okay. Um, again, I tried to use the neem oil. I didn't really feel like neem oil did the job. Maybe I didn't do it consistently enough, like for 7 days. Maybe I should have sprayed every day. Spraying off with the water hose, one that's very powerful, where you can make the water come out really, really hard, is one thing. Soap and water is another thing. Um, the birds do I have birds everywhere, and I just don't feel like they want to take care of them either. I try to do things fairly natural. I don't use uh chemicals in my garden, and I did like that because soap has stuff in it that may not be natural, but we call it an organic way of dealing with pests. That's a whole nother conversation, but that's pretty much what I've done. um but again, we've learned a lot about aphids this live stream. So maybe it's about mixing other plants with the peas or near the peas, so there's a balance of nitrogen and phosphorus, potassium in the soil. I don't know, but it's just I mean, kale, they love kale. It doesn't matter where you put them. Aphids are very, very much so attracted to kale. So you may have some. Oh my gosh, it's already been 37 minutes. I got to get off of here. I told myself, well, I told somebody 15 to 20, and I've been on here 30. It's so easy. It's so easy to talk to y'all, I swear, and be on here forever. Manure is higher in nitrogen. It's almost all nitrogen. There you go. Let's see what. So everybody talking about iris. Diva got everybody talking about iris here. Maybe it depends on the makeup of compost. Now that I'm eating primarily plant-based, I have way more greens and browns than I used to. So that may be it for me. Yeah. Yep. I Most of our food scraps are greens though. There's not a whole lot of browns that we have with our food scraps. It's almost all green. So if you don't have, and that's a struggle with composting, especially as we get into the winter time, because you don't have a lot of browns. And the browns are like the leaves, um, twigs, cardboard, paper, coffee grounds, hair. Instead of throwing your hair away in the trash, just pick it out of the brush, throw it in your compost. Yeah, that's compostable. So it is harder. It is harder. And you do typically like collect more greens in your home than you do browns. Yep. So when the fall comes, you have to do everything you possibly can to save bags and bags and bags on bags, okay, of leaves, because that will help you. And I still got a bag of leaves out there that I haven't used yet, but I also have 3 or 4 bags or 5 bags of coffee grounds. And again, you can go pick them coffee grounds up at Starbucks. If you got a Starbucks around you, they set them out for gardeners. They set them out, and it's free. They want you to come get them. Okay, they want you to come get them. They bag them up for us. So get you a couple bags of those. And I usually do just go on and dump the whole bag of coffee grounds in there, even though I may not have a whole lot of greens, because I just mix it up. I used to mix my compost. Now I don't. I just layer. So it just is what it is. It's working out fine. My compost bin was full. Now it's down here. I filled it up again. It fell again. So I know that there is heat, like I'm heat composting. It's breaking down. The wintertime, it is still, you are still able to heat compost. Did y'all know that? In the wintertime, it's a little bit more work, but you can do that. Okay. There's a hot compost and there's a cold compost. So look, do some research on that. I did hot compost in the wintertime, but I didn't keep up with it. So it ended up kind of and everything pretty much broke down really, really well. But eventually it was just cold and I got tired of going out there and turning it as I was adding stuff. So, but I was so excited to see the stem. I got a video of that early in the wintertime when I first started the channel of me hot composting during the winter. Um, let's see. Granny B, you say you're a hermit by nature. Yeah. I see. I like to be social. I mean, I want to be. Sometimes I just don't want to be around people. You know how you just want to be alone. You just want that time in your house, in whatever you want to wear in your house. And just look any old kind of way. But I'm naturally more of a social. I need to be around people. I need to be able to talk to people. My husband's the hermit, and it's so interesting. He doesn't have to have that social input like I do. Not at all. He is completely fine as long as he got something to drink, something to eat, and iPad or his video game. He could be down there for days. I could just lock him in the basement and he would just be fine. I would go insane. I would go absolutely insane. I thought that I was going to have to call the crew and have them put out. Have you seen her vids? DD. No, no, I'm here. Thank you though. Right, like we did Essie. That's so funny. It's so funny. Let's see. People talking to Diva. I thought that I was gonna have to call the crew and have them put out. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Miss Angela's breaking down that compost for y'all. Maybe we should do a live on composting so we can all share what we know about composting. Um Yeah, Miss Fuller says she got locks, so she's not gonna have hair to add. Well, you're right. You probably won't have much hair to add. But I do have a composting playlist if y'all want to check that out. And again, I'm still learning. I completely failed my first time at composting. Completely failed, and everybody's like, "How you do that? Why you do that?" I got clowned like really bad for messing up the compost. But if you have too much moisture in the compost, it's gonna stink. And sometimes you just can't recover from that. And I couldn't recover. Everybody's like, add browns, add browns. Well, I don't have the browns. So now what do I do? Yeah, it got bad. It got bad. Let's see. Mm-mm. Let's see. Who's Deborah? Deborah's in the house. Deborah Christmas. What's up? How you doing, Deborah? We talking a little bit about everything. Composting, it's going on 43 minutes. I said I was only going to be on here 20. What time is it? Seriously. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go get little big girl farm. So we talking about sugar snap peas, composting, aphids, aphids, what else we talk about, y'all? A little bit of everything. Um Yeah, composting in place, I really, really love, and I absolutely love the fact that I can just dig a hole, uh, put it in, and cover it back up. Yeah, I instead of all that turning, and because I did that at first, I did all the turning. I would turn every 3 days or something like that, and yeah, and then the layering is even better. I just layer that sucker. I don't turn it in the trash can. I don't none of that. It's easier for me. It's easier for me now. Turning a compost is a workout. And I didn't mind that. It's just I'm moving so much. I don't have a lot of time to spend on hours, not hours, it doesn't take hours, but I just don't have the time to spend trying to go out every 3 days or whatever it was, 2 or 3 days to turn my compost and stuff. I just didn't. It's gonna break down. If there's a benefit, I mean, to turn in a compost because you're aerating it. You need air flow in order for everything to break down and work the way it's supposed to work, so you can have your compost. I understand that, but there's a thousand different ways you can do stuff, y'all. You just have to find what works for you, and that's what worked for me. That's what worked for me. Success said, "Backyard gardener, are you still here? Where is she? I don't know." She pulling a leg farmer. Yeah, you can use shredded paper for browns. You sure can. Yes, you can, Miss Angela's Busy Bees. Yep. Miss Deborah says that she likes the compost in place. Chop and drop is the move, honey. What you said, and I've been doing that pretty much with all my yard scraps. Anytime I pull plants out, I chop and drop, honey. Um, I I my sister-in-law's mother helped me cut and shape my bushes in the front, and at first I started raking everything up. It's just interesting how we've been, people that garden or landscape their houses, they clean up after themselves. If you cut all the stuff off, you're going to clean up all your limbs and everything that you cut back, from your trees and bushes and things like that. And then they rake the leaves up out the yard because nobody wants the leaves. I just leave it. Now that I understand why I'm doing it, why it's beneficial to leave it, I just leave it. So it blew her mind when I said I was just gonna, I'm just gonna leave it. I did clean a little bit of it up, but I was like, I'm just gonna chop and drop, leave it there. And it's just easier to do that. It's easier to do that, and it's beneficial. I mean, again, every time you decide, make a decision to chop and drop, compost, dig a hole or a trench and put food scraps in, you're feeding the plants and you're building up your soil. Anytime you lay cardboard down, anytime you whatever it is, that's what you're doing. Those worms. Oh my God, if you find tons and tons of worms in your soil, you got it made. Okay, because you don't have to go buy worm castings, which are put worm poop, okay, to spread it. And sometimes most of the stuff that we buy, it says worm castings, but a lot of it is just compost or soil. Okay, it's not even, I don't know. That's a whole nother topic. But um, you did chop and drop your oregano and sage pots. There you go. Um, it's conditioned many. Yep. They pretty, but I don't have time for that, and I can't eat the grass. Yes. Yep. Yep. We've kind of been conditioned. I mean, even our cutting our grass as often as we do is not that great for the environment, for the insects, the all the other stuff outside. It's really not that great. Now I get, like, if you live somewhere and you have high grass, the possibility of having, snakes and other things. Yeah, I mean, definitely you want to keep the grass cut back, but maybe wait a little bit longer to cut it. I always wait. Oh, I was like, who is coming in this front door? So yeah, I always wait. So was it? He said, "What's up?" He's out of here. So I always wait, a little bit to cut the grass back. Let it get a little tall, just for a little bit, and then cut it back. Okay, y'all. You chop and drop comfrey. Yes. That's like basically the best stuff you can ever chop and drop. Davy said, "What's up, Joe?" Yeah, they said they waiting on your channel, Joe. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I can't. You may look like a cow, but you only have one stomach. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah. His channel's coming soon, y'all. He just got all kinds of stuff. going on here. So yeah, I love y'all and thank y'all for hanging out with me. I really appreciate that. 15 people in the house, 13 thumbs up. So if you don't mind hitting that like button, that'd be dope. Thank you so much. And I will holler at y'all soon. Again, I may be back on tonight. I don't know, but I'm almost certain I won't have the time. So I just wanted to pop in, let everybody know that I was still live. I'm gonna eat these sugar snap peas and continue my day. Love y'all. Have a good rest of the day.